Hello, hello, everyone. I am so happy to be here with you on a Sunday afternoon. Maybe you're on replay, maybe you're joining me live, but regardless, I welcome you. This is Lisa Harden coming to you incognito from the Stamping Zoo on a beautiful sunny day here in Boise, Idaho. I have been working, I've had a very busy work weekend and loving every minute of it, but I am tired and I look tired. Okay, let's be honest. So all you need to see is down here today, and we're going to have some fun making gatefold cards. I don't have a design, partly, let's say, because I wanted to build these from the ground up with you to show you that you can be versatile a bit with your measurements, depending on the focal points you're using or the paper you're using, things like that. And so I thought, well, I'll just challenge myself and we will build a couple of gatefold cards with different orientation and different measurements. And hello, everybody's popping on. It's so nice to see you. Thank you for delaying for 30 minutes. I just didn't have it all together in time. I realized there's just two pieces of paper sitting here. But, that's how it goes. Hello, Judy and Jean. Kathy and Deborah, how are the ladies doing today? Has everybody had a great weekend? I hope so. Oh, it's cool and sunny in Ohio. Lori, the time is coming, isn't it? It is cooling down here as well. It's not cool. It's probably 80, but hey, it was 100 last week this time. So I will take it. I had Madison busily working with me today. We started out, or that's how I started out the day. It was so nice. She's such a little joy. And we made some fun stuff. We got some swaps in the mail. So exciting. So I had 10 swappers. I think 10 swappers. 2 people didn't end up sending their stuff in. Oh, I hate disappointing other people, but that's kind of out of my hands. And the 10 we got, though, rest assured, they are so nice. I don't know why more people don't participate because it's a winner of a swap, this little group. So anyway, I'm going to keep doing it because I love the cards. I will not show those cards to you today because I like to wait until everybody has at least received theirs in the swap. I don't want to ruin the surprise for the participants, but I will probably show those on Thursday. Just depends, okay? I have several other swaps coming in from another group that I didn't host. And so maybe we'll just do a whole big swap extravaganza one night. Okay. Hello, Kim. Kim lives in a beautiful weather area, so it's probably great there. Oh, Judy says it's 86 in Southern California. That's nice. That sounds so nice. Are you close enough that you feel the ocean breeze? It's always nice at the ocean, isn't it? That's why everyone flocks down there. Okay, so our first card, ta-da! I've been playing with Pretty Florals, the bundle. Let me grab it. We're using it because it's out, okay? It's out because it's my feature in the September In Color Club. And In Color Club kits are done. I know. Jean, In Color kits are done. Yours is going in the mail tomorrow. I have so much to get done this month with Super Saturday coming up. And I'm going to take a few days off at the end of the month. And so I am rocking and rolling. So anyway, I'll be recording the videos for the card class portion of the In Color kits as soon as possible. And so everything was all blocked up. And so I thought, okay, well, here we go. All right, so gatefold cards are a great way to use different pieces, parts, and what do I want to say, kind of leftovers of your DSP, because you can change up the measurements. It can be, little pieces. We're not doing a full card front because it's going to be split into two. So you can cut it and continue the pattern across, or you can use two entirely different pieces of paper. It's all up to you. I'm loving this right now. It's got Petunia Pop in it, which is the card base, but it's kind of non-committal, and I'm not sure where I want to take. I want to take this whole thing. So let's take a look at this, and actually, let's see here. I'm looking for another piece of that paper, but we will look later. I might want a different orientation. Okay, so first things first is I'm going to kind of look at what I have. Pretty florals, and I've got, oh, this is another bundle that goes in this, coordinates with this suite. And so maybe I want to use one of these words on the front. It is fun. So it's have a lovely day, bloom where you're planted. I love bloom where you're planted. Let's go with that. Hello, Anna from Peru. I think you probably win the award. Well, I don't know. Peru isn't as far from me as Australia, but you win the award for most surprising location. How about that? Judy, you live 5 miles from Newport Beach, and you don't love the sun, sand, or the salt water. You better get up here and live with me up in Boise, Idaho. But we have sun, but we don't have sand or salt water. Okay. Come on up. Everybody else is moving up here. You may as well move up here too. Oh, that's kind of funny. Okay. This, if you have, we call this a hot dog style, right? It's 4 1/4 by 11, half a sheet. And then you have hamburger, short and fat, hot dog, tall and thin. I'm hamburger. Okay, this is my body type. I'm hamburger. I'm short. Well, I'm 5'7", but the wide part. Anyway, I digress. This is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, okay? And this is 4 1/4 by 11. Same, half a sheet of cardstock, but we are going to change the orientation of our gatefold cards, and we are going to change the measurements, okay? So as long as, when you're moving this one, or when you're creating this one, as long as you have, you've got to have a span of, if you're going to make a standard card, we want a long span in the back of 5 1/2 inches, okay? Then we have another 5 1/2 inches to play with. This is what we're going to break up into 2 panels, and then we're going to fold them together, and that's going to be our gatefold. And so we can do 2 and 3 1/2. We could do 1 and 4 1/2. Okay. We can do 2 1/2 and 2 3/4. We can split it up. And I can't think about that and talk at the same time. What would it be? 2 5/8 probably. You get the picture, I think. It always has to equal 5 1/2. But how you slice it and dice it is up to you. Okay, and that's how you get 11. You didn't think we were going to do all this fractions work, did you? Just because I know that I have a variety of things with pretty florals. I have a variety of sizes, and I have a variety of stamps, and a variety of pieces of DSP. Okay, so I am just going to choose 2 and 3 1/2. Okay, so we're going to score this at 2, and then we're going to come in to 5 1/2. No, this is how I like to do it. 2 on one side. Okay, so I came in and I scored it at 2. Then I flipped it 180, and I'll score this side at 3 1/2. That's the easiest for me. And it's the nicest way for me to explain it. Now, if I have done my measurements correctly, we should fold in and come pretty darn close to center. Kind of looks like there's probably about an 1/8. And I might trim that. I might not. It's awfully slim. No, it's not even. See how they overlap? Just barely. We're going to leave it. Okay. And so let's make sure that's not going to come off on our beautiful petunia pop. Okay. So now that we have that, now we know that, let's see here. Let me get magic eraser in. How about that? This is fun. I feel like I'm teaching school. You know, you know, I always wanted to be a school teacher, but when we were young, like everybody else, we played school. You know, it was awesome. Super fun. So then we are going to get rid of the measurements we didn't use. Okay. Ooh, little squeaky. Little squeaky. And then we know that we need, if we're going to use 1/4 of an inch inset on our DSP pieces, this one can be 1 3/4, and this one can be 3 1/4. All right. And then we're going to be fancy, and we are going to decorate the insides of it as well. Okay. So enter the paper. Now here's where, of course, Stampin' Up! Products make it so easy because they're coordinated. I could put any of these papers with any of the other papers, and they're going to look good. So I did, as I said, I wanted to choose this one, and I think it's wide enough. Oh, yes. So we could do that, and you can even kind of choose which particular flowers you want. I like these. For this, we'll kind of stick with the pinks for this one. And then I think I want to choose something that's mostly a solid color for the opposite side, not secrecy. It's too dark. That's too dark for me right now. I know, Anna, even on vacation, even with the llamas, you find time to visit me, and I am so honored. I mean, surprised and honored. Okay, strawberry slush. Oh, goodness. I don't remember. Right. Oh, there we go. Okay, I need some of that paper. Is that this one? No. See, there's a couple patterns that are just slightly different. And so let's see if I can find them. Keep a looking. Now I have, oh goodness, I have so many pieces and parts. As I said, I did just get everything ready for a class, an online class for in Color Club, and it's our final month, so we're using all of the colors, and this paper was the 5th month bonus, so they're getting a full pack of that paper, and so I can't wait to see all the different combinations that everybody uses on their cards, because I'm sure they're not going to look exactly like mine. That would be silly. Okay, now I'm just going to try to sit this off to the side, because as soon as we cut that paper, we're going to put paper on the inside too, because why not? In fact, that would be really pretty on the inside. Okay. Here we go. How's everybody doing? Are you having a good weekend? It sounded like okay, it's 23 there, which, what is that? Hey Siri. I don't know if Siri will work with me right now. Okay, anyway, it sounds like it's probably about 85 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know. It could be 140, Amy. I really honestly don't know. But I feel like when it's about 30 degrees Celsius is like 100, right? So I'm just kind of making that up. All right, so here we go with our pieces. For the outside, we need, and the length of it is 4 1/4. So everything's going to be at least 4 inches long. And then, and is this one 4? Yes, it is. Okay, so we want something that is 4 long. No, is that right? Yeah, 4 1/4. No. That's right. I'm sorry. Let me write it down. Goodness. I am confusing myself. Okay. 4 inches long, and this is going to be the little one. So we want 1 3/4 tall. It's going to be the little offshoot piece here. So there. Look how sweet. Okay, and then this is going to be the longer one, and I know it looks funky, but I want it this way. So it is just 4, and I want it to be 1 3/4, but I want, no, 3 1/4. My goodness, sorry. But I want to grab a little bit more, I think. Let's see here. Oh, that should work. That'll get them there. Okay, so 3 1/4 by 4. And so, oh, crap a diddly. I was afraid I was going to do that. Right? Right. Okay, you know what? I'm going to come down this way, though. And I'm going to cut this by 4. Because I want those pink daisies. They're cute. And then this is going to be 3 1/4 wide. And so I'm going to take the left side off. Magic. Okay, so that's what the front is going to look like. Oh, it's so happy. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Corinne. I think I said hello to you earlier, but it's 79 and raining. Wow. You know, it rained here, could have been last weekend. I don't remember, but it was so odd. It rained most of the day. It was so surprising. Okay, this one too is going to be, God help me. Let's see here. I need to stop reading comments for just a moment because I obviously can't handle it. Right? I can't handle both. Okay, so I want this one to be, I need it to be 4. Oh yeah, it's a little short. Okay, let me find another piece of this, but just in a different orientation. That's the hardest part about using directional paper. That's it, I promise. This, but how long is it? Because I want this pattern to continue inside. It's only 5, and I need it to be 5 1/4. Well, I have a mama bear and a papa bear. I need a baby bear. I need something to go just right. Let's see. This one's slightly different, but it's quite beautiful. Okay, let's use this because the measurements are going to be right. Okay, so I want this to, I need this to be 4 1/4 tall. And then I need 1 1/4. Is that right? 1 and, no, it's not right. 1 3/4. And then 3 1/4. Brother, who thought this up for a Sunday afternoon? I'm sure you're going to be like, wow, that was exciting. We listened to her talk about measurements. I got them wrong again. What? They're too long. 4 1/4. This must need to be 4. Oh, yeah, it's only 1/4 off. Okay. I promise it's going to be stunning. And this needs to be 4. And so I think I want to take the top of it off because I like those little flowers on the bottom here. Okay, and finally, Lord help us, we are going to put some white on the inside. I would use a color, but this is a lot going on, and so I'm actually going to just back off and use white. But we'll stamp on it, don't worry. This pretty flowers is so fun. There's just so many different stamps, and they're buildable. They're two-step stamps, buildable, and so they're a blast. Now, because the other 2 papers on the left and the right-hand side are 4 inches long, I'm going to do 4 by 5 1/4 for the center. And there's that part. I think that's the cutting part. Unless we die cut a center, so, circle, but that's okay. All right, we can put these papers down so that they don't get, messed up, out of order, all that business. And then we can also start to see how the card will form. So an explosion on the inside, an explosion on the outside, just like I like it. And yes, so Madison and I asked Madison to put together this Sweet and Spooky kit. Oh my gosh, they're like milk cartons that are, there's 15 in the package. They're still available, which I'm shocked. I just ordered a couple more today because once my lovely customers see them, they're going to want their own. It's an incredible deal. It's like 15 treat boxes for about $21, you guys. So if you have not taken advantage of that yet, you're going to want them. I'm telling you, they're for kids, they're for adults, anything in between. And they're large enough to hold candy. Like, it's not going to take you a ton of money to fill them up, but they would also, I think they would even hold like a fun pair of Halloween socks. You can find all kinds of those things on Amazon for pretty cheap, reasonable, let's call it. And you could put some socks in there. You could put, I don't know what, but there could be lots of non-food options. So, trust me, give them a second look if you haven't already. And we will talk shortly about the 2 new kits that came to us just a couple of days ago on September 3rd. We'll talk about those shortly. Okay, looking cute, right? And so now let's just do a little bit of stamping, die cutting, what else? And let's see here. So as I said, this is this stamp set obviously is images only, and they're all buildable. So 2-step stamping here and here. Lots of different options. Hello, Debbie. Welcome, and thank you so much for sharing. And if you would please be so kind, if everyone will share this, you know how many new stamping friends we would accumulate. That would be so fun. So I love seeing my regulars each and every week, and I love seeing you pop on if you're new. So regardless, just leave us a little comment. I promise I will make everyone behave. They'll be super kind to you. I don't even have to do anything because everybody here is super kind. So if you are lurking, please don't feel like you have to lurk. It's okay. Just pop on in and say hello. Tell us where you are coming from and whether you're brandy new or, whatever you want to tell us about. We are ready to listen, aren't we? Okay, this project needs to go back behind me or it is going to topple over. All right, and since we're going to do a white insert, I feel totally fine with stamping on some white for various images. Let's see, this one looks good. And then let me grab a sentiment. Now we have lots of these sentiments. How about this one? You make me smile. It's pretty large. So sometimes, again, when I'm doing the gatefold, I want to kind of start to envision what I might be doing. I'm going to put my focal point over the gatefold. Okay, you can make it. What do I want to say? You can adhere it to the backside with Velcro or even a magnet or nothing. We'll probably just use nothing. But if it's giving you troubles or if the weighting is weird and it wants to flop open all the time, then after we make this focal point, I'll show you where you can put something back behind it to help stabilize that. All right, my first thought's a circle, but my goodness, I work with circles a lot. So let's see. It's also going to take a really big circle for that long sentiment. But look, we have these new traditional labels. It's part of a new Oh, look, perfect. I like the sizing of this, right? It still lets us show off the designer series paper. It fits our sentiment. It's a winner. So that was easy. Um, Now, I don't want that on white. I think I want it on petunia pop. And then we will do our flowers in white because they're going to have a white border. And so I don't want everything white. It'll wash it out, especially with this designer series paper that also has white in the background. So I am just going to cut this out of petunia pop and bring it back to you, and then we were going to work our magic. Love traditional labels. I've been grabbing for those quite frequently since I got them in pre-order, and so I highly recommend them. They have been great, and they just keep fitting, you know, every sentiment I seem to grab. There's one that fits. Okay, what I need is my top plate for my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I have no idea where it is. Okay, here's one. You always gotta have extras. All right. Madison, our helpers are dead to the world in the living room. I did shut the front window, so, you know, they're not on duty. But they are sleeping. I'm sure they were very engaged when Madison was here. They weren't walking around, but they were keeping an eye on her so that she didn't steal anything, and they reported that she was just fine. But now they got to take a little break. Okay, let's grab our petunia pop and see what it looks like on here. You got it while it was on sale. You're gonna paint your bedroom olive green. Ooh. Oh, the layered landscapes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, and then Jennifer says she's sorry she missed out on it. Is it sold out? I was just telling somebody about it. Snooze, you lose. That's what happens. Ooh, pretty. You make me smile. And we still have Happy House plants, which is the same type of kit design. Yes, totally different though. But I could definitely see how those would be an inspiration for painting a room. Absolutely. You'll have to take a picture of it, Amy, when you get it all finished and get those hung. So we want to see how they blend in. Okay, you make me smile. And so again, that's traditional labels. That's the bundle. It's a Christmas set, but as you can see here, you're going to want these dies for well past Christmas. Fall, everything. Like I said, I've been grabbing them. They have not been far from my hand since I got them in pre-order. Okay. Now, this is quite large, so I can tell you right now, we're not going to have a big, humongous flower on it, but we can have this beautiful greenery coming off to the side. This is kind of how I build things sometimes. I just bring in my dies and take a look. And I'm going to put that there as a paperweight. And then, let me grab the stamp set. And let's see here. We could, oh, that's right. They're all on blocks. Duh. We could grab these and put them right there. I like that. And so there are two different kinds, and I was trying to fit this with this and wondering why it didn't work. That's because you have to look at the different types. Okay, they've given us two selections. One is more like distinct petals, and one looks more like an artichoke, I guess. And so once you realize what you're working with here, they look much different from each other. But yeah, So FYI on that. And so let's see. I might like to bring in Lemon Lolly. I see it in there and it's quite gorgeous. But let's see how light. I need a first generation, second generation situation here. And so let me see how that would work out. Where are you? It's so light. I can't see it. Oh, for goodness sake. I just keep spinning my turnstile around. Jean says she wishes a Petunia Pop would stay and not leave. Oh my gosh, it was so hot and heavy during Chopped that I actually had to put a moratorium on it. I was like, sorry, you cannot choose. Oh, that's awfully light. I was like, it was this current month, and so it was Sarah, and I was like, Sarah, I'm actually going to tell you cannot choose Petunia Pop because it's been so popular for several months. So I kicked Petunia Pop out of Chopped, and not for good. Just, it needs a break. She needed to cool off, okay? Okay, what's this? Is this it couldn't be Timid Tiger. No, because this paper, I know I can easily tell by looking at the legend. I just have to be really careful here. Let's see. It is Timid Tiger. Okay, well, I take that back. Time flies. And so let's try that. I don't know. It's not what I would put with Petunia Pop, but then there it is right there, and it looks great. So let's try it. A 1 and a 2. Oh, yeah. And let's bring this in and give it a try. So you have to hover, and sometimes I do the dark ones first. Let's see if I can just do this. I am kind of off camera. Not great. I mean, it's okay. I'd give it a B. Okay, let me try it again. Get that off there. It's going to end up where I don't want it. And then, yes, this is better for me right now. So you can see I'm lining it up and just looking at a few points on each of the flowers. And then I'll come in and there we go. And aren't those adorable? Yep, that's what we're going to use. And of course it has a die that works great. Cuts all 3 out at the same time. Okay, and then what else do we want? I don't know that I'm going to put, maybe we want a little something down here. Maybe another piece of greenery. And I do think I'm going to use Granny Apple Green because that's what's in there. It's a very lively card. There's no wrong answer with nature, right? Okay, and then I like this thing, but I almost want to just, I want to use another one of these. So I don't want it to be too busy. So I think I'll just use the one shape. Okay, let me get our flowers. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, you guys, I gave myself a bit of a heart attack last night. Still not quite sure it's over. But, so I took a nap in the afternoon. I ended up staying up until 2 this morning, which is unheard of. Jean's like, that's just a regular night for me. But anyway, so I was in here working, and it was, I don't know, was it 11? Was it 12? Something in there. And I started to smell burning. And it smelled like motor burning out. You know, like it was probably just a fan overheating in my Mac or something. I don't know. But I immediately, my mind went to, oh my gosh, it's the bathroom fan that happened to be on right then. And so, of course, I went in there and immediately turned that off. And then I went around the house sniffing. And then I went outside to see if I could see smoke. Then I got a step stool and felt the ceiling of the bathroom which was fine. It was all fine. But I tell you, I could not locate said smell. And it didn't happen again. See? That's what was freaking me out. And I just came really close to calling the fire department and having them come check it out. And then I didn't. I don't know. Was that right? Was that wrong? For one thing, it's kind of like if they would just send somebody over in like the pickup, that'd be fine. But what I was envisioning was them bringing, of course, they don't know what they're coming to. And if you call and say, I think I have a fire over here, they're going to bring the fire truck, right? And I'm like, okay, it's 11. I live in a cul-de-sac. They're going to bring that rig in here. And then everybody is going to get up and see what's going on. And I don't know. That was probably stupid. But still, I was like, let me just wait and see. I don't know what I was waiting for. Let me wait and see until I get smoked out. Okay, and then nothing happened. And I do believe we're fine. But still, it was a little odd. You never know. I mean, houses do burn down. And as Alicia told me, and Alicia's husband has been in the fireman business. He's been a fireman for years and years, and inspector and all that stuff. And he said that bathroom fans are big time no, that they start a lot of fires. So there you go. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about on this side is I don't want it to go too far over. So I'm not going to glue that immediately, but I am going to put the left side together. So I'm going to bring this in. It's gorgeous. And I'm going to attach everything to the label because I want it to open. That's going to be adhered to this side of the card. And in that way, it's going to be like our opener. Ooh, cutie, cutie. Okay. So I started a really good book. What was it? It's for our book club. Can't tell you right now. It might come to me and it might not. But I haven't gotten back into it. And has anybody else been watching, listening, reading anything fantastico? Please let me know. Thank you for sharing, Deborah. I appreciate you. Okay. So I'm going to start cutting for Super Saturday soon. Super Saturday. At this point, it is offered as a retreat in a box because the products are still, the featured products are still on sale. They didn't go out of inventory. So I'm happy to still offer that. We will talk about that shortly. But it's going to be very fun. The reason I was thinking about it was because Deborah is going to be attending virtually. And the only thing I would like better is if she could attend in person. But this is our next best thing, isn't it? Yeah, Deborah, it's our next best thing. Till we can meet in person. Okay, I could tell I wanted more of that. So, cute. Very cute. Okay, then this isn't going to be very long. So here's what I can do. If I get really coordinated here. Remember how I was using something as a paperweight. There, this paperweight. Okay, so I'll put this leaf where I want it. Okay, and then I'll bring this in. Oh, that's not really going to work, is it? It's in the way of my hand. But I can do this. And then that's as much as I can use. Okay, cute. Now I'm going to take this side and I'm going to put it up on dimensionals. But don't put it all over. Remember, it's only going to be adhered on the left-hand side. And actually, now that I did that, I realize that was... That's a good way to position something like that. But then, because I should have done it with liquid glue, but I did it with seal. So I'm going to take the sticky away by pouncing my embossing buddy onto that. Okay, then it won't stick where it's not supposed to be sticking. Thanks, Kim. It's just beautiful. These papers and the whole featured suite. I think it's Florals in Bloom is what it's called. The whole dang thing is just happy and gorgeous. Oh, so cute. And then, and that looks okay on that side, I think. So then we have this. Now that we've kind of finished the front, we can see what we did. And I think I want to do the same flowers, but in, well, is that Bubble Bath and Fresh Freesia? Great. Where's my legend? Let's see. Yes, Bubble Bath. I don't think it's Fresh Freesia. I think it's Petunia Pop. We'll just use that. Okay, Bubble Bath and Petunia Pop again. Okay. Oh, yes, that's what it is. And I think I'm just going to stamp the flowers. No stems or anything. Okay, got to clean off that Timid Tiger. I'm really liking Timid Tiger. Hi, Carla. Oh, yes, the embossing buddy. You know, that little tip with de-stickifying, patent pending on that term, is you can use that for anything we sell. Like we have those ephemera packs, and sometimes they're stickers or laser die cuts, but you could still take the stickers and do that as well if you want to have them popped up on dimensionals. What I normally do is I will apply the dimensionals first, and then I'll come around the dimensionals with the embossing buddy, because if you pounce the embossing buddy first, the dimensionals aren't going to stick as well. Okay, let's just put this here, and then let's bring in Bubble Bath. I've not taken a bubble bath in years. It's something that sounds good, but I don't make time for that. Do you take a bubble bath? Who loves a good bath? I do not. I mean, partly it's just because my bathroom's not set up for lounging. But partly, even when I had access to a garden tub in the house I rented, I rarely used it. And I can't see myself doing that now. So it's a good thing I don't have one, right? Just take up a bunch of space I didn't want. But I do want a nice walk-in shower. Right now I have a regular tub and I have to step in it. And old Lisa is not going to like that. Old Lisa is starting to come into the picture sooner than I'd like. And I don't want her to fall in the tub. So cute. Okay. You make me smile, and I hope when I send this to someone that it makes them smile. Okay, Gatefold card. Here were the measurements, and just pay attention to the measurements instead of the way I started. The way I started with talking and measurements at the same time, that doesn't go very well. Okay, we could use a number of things. Iridescent pearls. Of course, we can use the, what do I have? No. Do we have something that's Poppy Parade? We must. I mean, Petunia Pop. Let's see. We could use Timid Tiger, but I don't know. You can tell I put a lot of thought into this. Now, those are just gorgeous. Iridescent foil gems. Those are very pretty with that. We could also use these gems that are kind of clear. They're kind of close, but they have a different facet. They're faceted, and these are rounded. Okay. No, I think that's what we're going to use. It's pretty. Kind of reflect all these different colors, right? Because it's iridescent. So let's bring these in. And you can purchase any and all of these products simply by shopping with me at thestampingzoo.com. And you can see my events there. I have both in-person and online events. I love being a demonstrator, and I would love to be your demonstrator. So if you are wondering about what I have to offer, again, you can go find it on my website, and I'm going to tell you about a couple of events shortly here. This felt like it needed extra sparkle. Okay, so gorge. Okay, so there's a landscape gatefold card, and again, as long as you are dividing up, okay, so you want a card to be this when it's this measurement or this orientation. You want to have a space that's 5.5, okay? And then you decide how to split up the rest of the 5.5 however you want. And so that's what we went through in the beginning, all those different options, you know. If you do 1 inch over here, it really doesn't leave you with very much, but it just depends on the focal point that you want to have on the card as to what will look good. And so just play with it a little bit, have fun with it. Or if you really don't know what you're looking for, then pull out some retired cardstock and just make a template and see what it looks like with the different measurements. Okay? All right, so on that note, let's take a little crafty break, and I'm going to tell you all about what's going on at Stampin' Up! And the Stamping Zoo. First of all, as I said, I love being a demonstrator. I love being your demonstrator, and I would be very humbled if you would shop with me. That is one of the ways that I bring new products to you each and every week. And I do run this as a business, so I take your shopping with me very seriously. And just so you know, every time your order is $20 or more, you receive 10% back as Stampin' Rewards that you can use on your very next purchase. You can save them up and accumulate them over the course of a year or anything in between, all right? It's a great little benefit that Stampin' Up! Gives us, whether you are a demonstrator or a customer, you receive that. Okay, so we had 2 new kits go live on the 3rd. This is one of them. It's called Road to Home, I think. Somebody tell me if that's wrong. But it's $14. Okay, it's got 2 designs here, as you see. 8 cards for $14. Look at the envelopes, and you can just sit and watch your favorite TV show and put these together because there's no stamping. There's no coloring. They've just got these cute trucks, adorable envelopes, and, you know, it doesn't, what do I want to say? Christmas sneaks up on all of us. Even the most seasoned of paper crafters often need a few extra cards all of a sudden. So for $14, you know, you can't beat it with a stick. And so I recommend this one. And I bought a couple for myself. Of course, don't be silly. It's trucks and dogs and Christmas trees. Gotta love it. Here is another one. This is, I can't remember the name of it, but I'll tell you soon. I think it's called Home and Heartfelt. It's a gorgeous kit. Look at this. It's got an organizer box that you make, plus 10 cards, 5 different designs, 2 of each. So it's going to be quite a little stash. Beautiful colors. I see Secret Sea, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink. I love all of these colors. These designs have these little peekaboo windows, but of course you don't have to work hard on those because it's already done for you. All the cutting, measuring, you basically stamp and stick. And let's see here, I've got another, there it is. It's so cool that they are featuring it during World Card Making Day. So here's what Stampin' Up! Is offering during World Card Making Day, which I just love. First of all, WCMD is October 4th. Stampin' Up! Is going to have a craft along. So if you like this handmade and heartfelt kit with the 10 cards and organizer box, why don't you purchase it in advance of WCMD and then craft along with our friends from Stampin' Up! Okay, it's a free, the event itself is free, but if you want to craft along, you do need to purchase the kit. I've given you the item number and the cost down on the graphic here. And so you just purchase that in advance, have it delivered to you wherever you're going to be. And then you do need to register at stampinup.com to receive the links to watch the WCMD. Okay, so you have to go and register, and it is free. You can register until October 3rd, and there is no cost for the registration itself. But then you grab the kit if you want it, or you just watch it and enjoy it. But in any case, I think it's a really cool event that's going to be happening. I'm definitely going to try, and well, I'm going to attend virtually. But also so they're going to have it. What do I have here? From 2 to 3 p.m. Mountain Time. But the recording is going to be available immediately after the event. So if that time doesn't work for you, it doesn't matter because you can watch the recording immediately after that. Okay. So I really like that. I think it's really a great way for us to celebrate something that we love and celebrate every day anyway. But we can celebrate together, but still be in our jammies. And in October, that's important. Okay, so as far as kits that I design, I have the September Zubilee Crafty Kit for you. I am extending it a few days. I'll probably close it by the 10th because I just need to, once I start cutting supplies, I'm done. But I haven't started yet. So you still have a couple of days to sign up to receive this month's Zubilee Crafty Kit. And it is featuring this Amber Autumn bundle that you see here. We talked about this more in depth on Thursday night. So if you want to see a couple of cards that I made using these products, please just go back to my Thursday night live, either on Facebook or YouTube. Okay, so you receive about $25 of product from the featured suite for this class, plus you will receive supplies to make 5 different cards and 1 project. To make the cards as designed, you will need this bundle, but of course you can always substitute something from your stash, purchase it from yourself, etc. But if you purchase it from me at the time that you sign up for the class or as a continuing subscriber, I will pay the shipping and tax. So you can choose to have this delivered to you for a single month or for a month-to-month subscription, which you can pause or subscribe or cancel at any time. However, if you do stay with the subscription for 6 consecutive months, I give you a goodie bag with $25-ish in crafting supplies. They're usually Stampin' Up! Supplies, but every once in a while, I just throw in some of my favorites, okay? Would love to have you join this class. If you did see the Thursday video, the products are just rich and gorgeous and scream autumn, okay? So give it a try. I think you'll like it. All right, and here's Super Saturday, as I was talking about. This is available only as a retreat in a box at this point, but it will ship later in September. You get to choose from 3 different holiday-themed kits, and it's featuring new products, festive fun, traditional labels, and gathering together. Those are the 3 featured bundles that I have used to design the classes. Okay, you make several cards in each class, and so think about joining us. It is, as I said, it's a product-based class where you get all sorts of supplies to make your cards. I pre-cut everything that I can and send everything to you with envelopes, along with envelopes. And but this is a whole day event here in person, and so you're going to play along as a virtual attendee. You will still get some games and prizes and giveaways. I guess you can't be in the raffles, but that's it. Okay. Anything else you're going to have in your retreat in a box. So please think about taking a look at any or all of those events, because guess what? There are registration links for everything in the description of this video. And if you have any questions at all, of course, you can always text me 208-830-6328 or email me at thestampingzoo@outlook.com. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so let's make another gatefold card, shall we? All right, so this one is, what did I call it? Hot dog? No, hamburger. Yeah, I like a hamburger. In fact, thinking about having a veggie burger tonight. Or you know what my other option is? Just going to bed. And you know what I think's gonna win? Probably option two. Um, yeah. Sometimes we just have what I call here slumber party night. And that's when we go to bed at an embarrassingly early time and, you know, hang out. And I've done so much work that I might reward myself with a slumber party night. Yay! Let me get some adhesive off of here. I can feel it down here. Whoa! Hold on. Almost knocked everything out the park, didn't I? Okay, we're going to use a different bundle of supplies and different papers and everything. We're going to use something from the mini catalog, and I believe it's called Peaceful Garden. Yes. So it's an entire suite of beautiful coordinated products. It's on page 32 of your mini catalog. If you do not have a mini catalog and you would like one and you live in the United States, hey, guess what? I'm your gal. Email me and give me your mailing address. I'd be happy to put one in the mail to you. Otherwise, if you are an existing customer or have been a customer in the last 6 months, you should have received one from me. So please let me know if you have not, because I can remedy that. Toot sweet. Okay, so this is just a little snapshot of all the beautiful products. We have been looking at this for a long time in my team at least, because Stampin' Up! Gave us the opportunity to order this particular group of products several months ago. When we attended a demonstrator-only event online called Creativity Now. And it was really fun. It's just one of the many fun things that you get to do just by simply ordering your products through your starter kit. So please don't forget, if you would like to join my team, the Zoo Crew, I would love to have you. You just need to live in the United States and want to craft with a crafty community. You do not have to live near me because everything can be done virtually with the same amount of fun. And guess what? You can start as simply as going down into the, again, the links in this video will take you there. And you can just pop on over and purchase your starter kit, which is simply $125 of products of your choice, everything of your choice, kits, last chance items, product releases, anything you want. And you will only pay $99 for that, plus tax, so you get free shipping. Then they send you all sorts of little freebies, a free paper pumpkin kit, free business supplies, whether you want to use them or not, that's all fine. There's no pressure to sell to anyone besides yourself, and there's no pressure to stay active any longer than you want to. So what I do offer, though, is an event for my team every month where we can talk about any and all things Stampin' Up! So we have they have one-on-one access to me, and we have one-on-one access to each other to meet live or via Zoom, usually a combination. And then we also craft. We have a make and take or some sort of event every month. This month, I am so proud of Madison. She is going to be putting together a shoebox swap for our team. And so it's going to be great. It's going to be really fun. And I'm just excited to participate as the student as well. And I'm really excited to see what she comes up with. So you never know what we're going to be doing on the team, but rest assured, it's going to be about just having fun with a crafty community. So I would love to have you join my community, okay? And back to this, we're going to be using these beautiful papers, just like we did with the florals in bloom. Now, where did I put those pretty papers? I swear, it's like on top of this mountain. Okay. Now, I wanted to also point out, this is Peace on Earth. It could definitely be used for Christmas, but it could be used for sympathy or encouragement. You know, I love the sentiments. And then the dies are these beautiful doves. And I am so charmed by them because they can carry a little branch or they can carry a letter. I think we should make the one today carry a letter. Okay. So we're going to do that. Here are the dies. And also, this suite has a really clever embossing folder. So here's the embossing folder. It's not a hybrid embossing folder. However, it is sized in the middle so that you can use these beautiful die cuts with any types of papers and add your sentiment to the middle or whatever you'd like. It's really fun. And actually, if I can find it, I was working on this cool watercolor trick during last month's. Yeah, I can't even, I'm getting off track there. But anyway, I have a cool watercolor technique to show you sometime. Hello, Sheila, and good morning to Christchurch, New Zealand. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday morning. Yes. And also, you probably saw my post on this, but this is Santa, right? He's Santa. We worked on him, I don't know, a week or so ago. We paper pieced him together and made him into a latte lover. And there he is, enjoying his pumpkin spice season. So he's so cute. So this is Santa from Festive Fun. And so don't forget, everything is so versatile. You can even turn Santa into somebody else, right? So he was so fun to make. I'm so glad we made him live and that he turned out cute and everything. Okay, so this is going to be, this card is 5.5 by 8.5. Right? And where's my marker? Teacher needs her marker. So 5.5 by 8.5. Now, usually you would score it at 4.25. So that's what you want in the middle, 4.25. So you have another 4.25 to play with. Okay, so just like the other one, we have, you can have 3 or 1.25. You can have 4.25, not recommended. You can have 2 1/8 and 2 1/8. Let's do, for the sake of easiness of cutting our DSP, let's do 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, and 1.75. Right? Is that right? We'll soon find out. Okay, so this is a piece of basic white thick, and I'm going to just help myself out here. Let me bring this in. Okay, so as I did last time, only let's make it a little more organized this time. Harden. First, we're going to do the 2.5 on one side. Okay, get that cutting blade out of the way. 2.5, and then flip it 180 and do 1.75. Right. And cross your fingers. Hello, KZ. Thank you for sharing. Hello, Carol. You are super late. I was about ready to cancel this thing and wait for you. Okay, so again, we've got 4.25 here, okay? And so this is going to fit in an envelope, just like this fits in an envelope. It's the same footprint, but I bet they're going to look really different. Okay, so now just taking these down 1/4. So for the DSP is going to be 2.25. Whoops. By 4. By 5.25. And 1.5 by 5.25. And then let's bring this beautiful paper in. Ah, it's Peaceful Garden. We're going to end on a peaceful note. Okay, Kim, you better go start dinner. It sounds like I wish you were coming over here to start dinner. Can you please? Oh, she's too many hours away, guys. Okay, oh, let's keep it kind of simple-ish on the front. And then we will use, oh, there we go, perfect. And then we will use the, I wanted to say deer. No, those are doves. Then we'll use the doves on the inside. Okay, so I like this a lot. Oh, I like this too, though. You know I love Secrecy. It's like my fave. And so this is Secrecy and cloud cover. Might be coming off as white, but it's not. It's cloud cover. And so I'm just going to cut one big piece at 5 1/4. It's not directional. Thank the Lord. So 5 1/4, and then I want one piece at 2 1/4 and one piece at 1 1/2. Okay. And I do like to, double check myself before I wreck myself. And also, I didn't show you this on the other one, but if you are not liking that, then you can just, guess what? Turn it around and it's still going to work at this point, right? I like the smaller one over on the right-hand side. It's just, I don't know, it just looks right to my eye. So those are going to be our outside pieces. And then our inside pieces, I think we will definitely still stick with the Secrecy, but let's use this. And so again, this is going to need to be, well, let me do this. Let me cut this 4 wide. Is that going to be right? No, it's probably this 4. Yeah. Either way, I kind of chop into the paper, don't I? And then 2 1/4. Oh no, I'm going to cut those doves right in half. That doesn't seem right. They were gonna be Splitsville. Okay, that's better. There we go. They stayed together now. Okay, 2 1/4 and 1 1/2. And I don't know about this one. This one might be Splitsville. Yep. Oh, but it doesn't look so bad. It's not like half a dove or anything. It doesn't look gruesome, right? It just, they had to part ways. All right, let me get this back in here. And then we'll get going on the middle of it. I do think I want to have an insert. I'm kind of an insert kind of person, if you haven't picked that up yet. But I'm going to use cloud cover because it's already in a basic white thick. And so it'd be fine if you just want to leave it. But since I want to put paper on the inside, I feel like it needs to have a layer as well. So let's do 4 by 5 1/4 again. Okay. Beautiful. And again, easy to decide which papers coordinate because Stampin' Up! Tells us with a color legend with each and every one of these designer series papers. Doesn't mean you have to stick to it. You can make your own combinations. You're smart that way. You can do it. All right, and then I think we're going to just use a circle to fit a dove carrying the letter. Oh, but then let me grab the stamps. Stamps are kind of big, so let me see if we can work with those. We may have to put them inside, which we can definitely do. We can put the inserts inside. Okay, these do show up at 100%. And so what I'm going to do is this guy, oh, we might even be able to use this. Here's one of the letters. Look at it. It's this right here. It cuts out 2 of them. Let's put that there for right now. And we have beautiful glimmer paper with this suite. Let's see if I want to cut my circle out with the glimmer. So the pack of glimmer paper, it has kind of weird colors on the back, but let's just call this royal blue, azure afternoon. Okay, that's what I put it with, azure afternoon. This is cloud cover, and this is Secrecy. This is one where the legend didn't quite sync up. It said like blue or something. I don't know what it said. We're going to ignore that though. Okay, and then I think I might want just a stylish shape circle. So again, just kind of piecing this together. I already decided the sentiment's going to be on the inside. And so let's look at what we need for the dove. Oh yeah, looks good. We can also have the wings coming out of it, off to the side a little bit. And finally, let's see how that looks. That looks great. Okay. Oh, can we just, you know I love the glimmer paper. If there were any complaints I have, not really complaints, but I'm like, I need more glimmer paper. I know we have several to choose from, but I want more. We don't have any in-color glimmer paper. I need it. Step it up. You know I need the glimmer paper. Come on. And it's the best. It doesn't shed. It's not glitter paper. It's glimmer paper. And so it's magical that way. Ooh. She is gorgeous. She's so gorgeous. Check it out. Oh, look at that. Yes. My nails are Secret C because cat's out of the bag. That was our final color for the In Color Club. And so the last 5 times I've gotten my nails done, so the last 15 weeks, I've been wearing the In Colors. And I've been wearing the In Colors that I'm choosing or sending out for the next kit. So sometimes people don't know. If they don't know, that's secret. But Jean knows because Jean has been a long time In Color Club fan, devotee, I dare say. And so Jean, even though she likes surprises, I always tell her with my covert language. And I love my nails Secret C. No big shocker because Secret C started out being my favorite in color and it's still my favorite in color. And that doesn't mean I don't like the others because I actually like them all. And I don't always say that. So, okay. Oops. Come here, mister. I know, Kathy. I'm with you. I love the glimmer paper too. Oh, and also Bon Appetit went out. Everybody, well, I don't know if everybody got their kits yet, but you should have received the email. Oh, I mean, stop it. You're killing me. Should have received your email, and Alicia, who cut them, oh yeah, I messed up that paper, told me that they were, she thought, she didn't want to be committal. She didn't want to insult me with my other designs, but she told me, I think these are the prettiest ones you've done. And I have to admit, they were pretty good. I used the Gathering Together die cuts, and those leaves, those huge leaves, I tell you what. And Alicia actually provided the cake recipe. Now, I was questioning her on the measurements, but she assures me that she's made it before. It says a large can of pumpkin, and I thought a large can of pumpkin sounded like a lot of pumpkin, but she says that's what it needs. And so I'm going to make it pretty soon. Oh no. Did I cut into the only piece? Yes, I did. Let me see. Nope, can't use that. Can't use that. I messed it up. Gotta wait to get more now. You're crying in the soup. Well, thank goodness. I can just use this one. Okay, and that's pretty too. It's just not Secret C. There's a reason why I don't have any more of that paper. Dang it. I knew it. This directional paper, like I said, on a Sunday afternoon, I don't know what I was expecting from myself. We're going to play it safe. We're going to put this in at 5 1/4. And then we're going to do 2 1/4 and 1 1/2. Okay. And I'm going to check myself. And 1 1/2. Yes. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, that's going to go inside. I won't even know that I messed up the other paper because this is a beautiful piece in itself. Isn't that gorgeous? Kind of looks like watercolor. I don't know what the original art was. That's short. What is this? Oh my God. Okay, no, I can't leave it. Dang it. Okay. What the heck? If I don't have any more, I'm gonna have to use it, but I should have cut it at 5 1/4, and I thought I did. But now that piece is 5. It's late. Where is it? Where is it? Let me grab that. Sorry for the delay. So sorry. I can't seem to get it together on the paper part. Oh, here we go. 4 by. How long is this? 5 1/4. Is that right? Okay, let me check the paper. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I have enough. Do I have 4 1/4? Oh. Oh. Let's see. Let's do the 2 1/4. Brother. And this is going to be a little too short, of course, because that would be. No, it's not. I guess it's not. Oh no. I used to be so proud of my ability to do fractions. That's going up in smoke with old age, apparently. I even had it written down, but okay. All right, as I was saying, this is a gorgeous designer series paper. Can't live without it, and you can purchase this and all the supplies I'm using at the stampingzoo.com. How about that? Just tap on that Shop Now tab and take a look around. We have lots of things in the catalogs, but we also have a huge line of items that are online only. So, does anybody else have this suite? You don't have this one, Jean? I feel like maybe it wasn't everybody's first chosen suite, but I think it's going to end up being a very popular one. Okay, that's going to be very nice. And I am going to, I'm going to do heartfelt prayers because this looks like a really nice sympathy card, don't you think? We also have some beautiful, beautiful Misty Moonlight and silver ribbon that is coordinates with the suite. Look at that, would you? And finally, the hues of blue flower embellishments. Let me find them. They're a beautiful arrangement of different colors, different blue colors, that is, and white. So you get a large selection, and as you saw, I used them with Pumpkin Latte Man. So they're versatile, right? Isn't that pretty? White, Cloud Cover, Secret Sea, and Misty Moonlight. Alrighty. Heartfelt Prayers. What color is that? I think that's Misty Moonlight. I'm going to use Secret Sea. We're going to just drive it back to the front. Okay, Heartfelt Prayers. Let me bring that down here a little bit where I can see it. Oh, that stamps so beautifully, don't you think? Yeah, that's really pretty. And then that guy is going to go in there. the little seal. We sell all the best adhesives. Don't you agree? This is the seal. So this is for regular weight, you know, cardstock, your average cardstock and stuff. Then we sell a dark runner that is called, guess what? Seal Plus, because it's heavy duty for fibers and textured paper, things like that. Dimensionals and glue dots, tear and tape. We've got it all. And they all serve different purposes. So, and then this guy, and then what about cloud cover? Oh, I was going to do a cloud cover bird. Let's do a cloud cover bird with a white envelope. How about that? Okay, and let's do this one that's in flight, just because I think it's pretty. And we could center it if you want to. You guys can decide. Center or off center? Sheila says she loves this paper. I know. Obviously I do. I've been chopping it up, right? Tonight with you. I'm going to have to do a strip card with all those miscuts I made. Oh, gosh. All right, let me get our letter envelope. Let me get those. They're so adorable. I don't remember what I thought. Oh, at first, when I first saw them, I thought they were a way to make a hole punch into the labels. And so I cut it out, and then I was like, oh, they're letters. All right, even better. I think it's so fun when that happens to you, and you are just going along kind of like, well, let me die cut this and see what it is. And then it's like, oh, wow, that's not what I thought it was. Okay, and then I want some cloud cover for this beautiful bird. I did cut the bird out of glimmer paper one time. You really cannot see the detail in the die cut. So it would be cool if you just wanted the silhouette, but you don't get to see any of this. And isn't that beautiful? Look at that. It's really a thing of beauty. I would like to do a faux embossed card front with these, and then of course just layer them all over the front of the card. Haven't gotten to that yet, but I'm thinking about it. Okay. I feel like these little ones I have will serve us well, and I'm going to use a little more than I may have normally used because I am gluing it to this glimmer paper, right? That means I'm going to have to put my letter up on dimensionals too. A dimensional. Can we do it? We can do it. I'm sure they planned that. Stampin' Up knows what they're doing. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, I thought I heard something falling. I heard something sliding and I was like, hold on. So Madison and I did, oh my gosh. Madison, when I went back into the kitchen, I did a double take because I had forgotten how crazy it looked in there. So I had huge amount of product on my counter and on my dining table. And now everything is still out there, but it's packaged, right? Or in the mail. Speaking of, oh my gosh. Are you dying at the beauty? Look at this. It's so cute, you guys. Who wouldn't love that? And I think it's so fitting as a beautiful, it's like a sympathy card. And then like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to show off, but my sympathy card is going to be the nicest sympathy card. Let's see if this looks like too much. It might look odd and it might just not be the right thing for this design, but we can take it off if we don't like it. I feel like maybe it's going to be too much. Is there a thing? Such a thing? KZ has this paper. She made some Christmas cards with it. By some, she means at least 50. And she likes it. So there you go. Okay, we're just going to look at this. I don't think we're going to end up using it. But just an FYI, you could tie ribbon on there. It's too much. I think we need to stay streamlined and sophisticated here. So the back of this paper, you really can use regular weight seal if that's all you have. And you can even use liquid glue, but I'm going to use Seal Plus because for one thing, it grabs on. So I have all of those elements that are up already and I don't want to mash them. I have to use a little more pressure with the regular weight seal, but with Seal Plus, it almost reaches out there and grabs on. So I went about halfway. So I just need to remember, like, stay on that side of it. And then you can, of course, pose this wherever you would like it. Okay, and then I am going to come in with the flowers because I don't think it's too ostentatious for a sympathy card to have a little touch of beauty. Oh, and this doesn't have to be a sympathy card either, for that matter. It does say heartfelt prayers for whatever, right? If you're going through something difficult. And that would make your recipient feel good, then you should send it to them. Oh my, I think that's quite gorgeous. And then you've got the beautiful paper on the inside, and maybe I should have used Misty Moonlight. I don't know, but I'm fine with it because, for one thing, the cloud cover on the inside coordinates with the cloud cover of the beautiful dove on the outside. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys played along with me with my measurements. Now, one thing I never dreamed of when I was dreaming of being a teacher was being a math teacher. So there you go. That's my excuse. But everybody who's here and has been working with cards for a while, obviously you guys are, we kind of know our measurements, at least between 1 and 12 inches. We're pretty good at measurements, aren't we? Sorry for the squeaking. I didn't want to get that on the cards, and I may save these for later if I can. Okay, everyone, so that was just a little something about how to make a gatefold card fit whatever products that you want to feature, okay? Again, this was Peaceful Garden, and this is Florals in Bloom. They are both complete suites, which means they have at least one stamp set and set of dies. They have designer series paper, embellishments, ribbons, etc. So please go forth and make your own gatefold cards and tag me, would you please? Hashtag the Stamping Zoo. I would love to feature your card here on my Facebook page. If you are joining me, on replay, again, I welcome you so much. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me more than you know. And plus, then you know when I'm going live or when I reschedule, you'll know all about it, okay? Until I see you next time on Thursday, please go stamp something beautiful for someone you love and put it in the mail to them. And I promise you, it's going to make you feel really good. And it'll make them feel good too, okay? I'll see you on Thursday, everybody. Stay safe and have a good time until then.